I want to talk about one thing that's making a lot of people emotionally unsafe. And that is when the talked about or explicit reality is not matching the felt or energetic reality that we can perceive. And that goes for men, women, diverse. Um, it's not just a man to women thing. I will give you an example that a lot of people probably have experienced before, which is from men to women, but I know it can go from women to men or whatever the constellation is too. So think about it that way. There's a woman on a train. Let's say she's gorgeous and sexy. And there are two types of men, to make it really easy here. One category really enjoys her beauty, and they look over and smile towards her and overtly offer her the compliment of enjoying her. Then there's these men on the other side that also are drawn to her beauty, but they don't overtly show that. They maybe even like suppress it in themselves. So they look over. So they're either doing with a poker face. So they look at her, pretend they're like looking over normal, but the woman can feel that their like masculine energy is going towards her, and that feels very confusing, very scary. Or they don't even look at her overtly, but when she looks away, they are looking. That are like the most common like standout thing. These men feel very unsafe because with this guy, the woman gets to have a reaction. She can smile back or say like, not my thing today, or like do something and people will understand what's happening. When people see he's like kind of like looking over, trying to get in contact, smiling at her, and she's like, nah, not today, in leaving or leaving the situation or looking back and saying, no, it's like an overt interaction. While here, when she feels weird about that or is leaving, no one really, or a lot of people are not picking up on that. And she's made the crazy one for feeling unsafe around him. And a lot of people were told that you can only react to the overt stuff. And a lot of people are not very aware of what's subconsciously happening on, or they were told it's not okay to have a reaction. Like these men, they're not like bad guys. I don't want to say they're like terrible or something. They're just not aware, and they were told that it's not okay to have these kinds of reaction. It's not okay to like women, whatever is going on in them. It's also painful. Okay, spiritually speaking, they are in pain too. But today I want to focus on the emotional safety. This kind of behavior, this kind of being feels very unsafe. And a lot of people in this society today that's still very materialistic, if I don't see it, it doesn't exist, makes it very unsafe. Most people do have a healthy compass, and that compass says, I don't like being around that person. And then people tell themselves, but what's wrong with me? He didn't do anything, or for men, she didn't do anything. So why don't I want to be around her? My wish for you today is when you don't feel comfortable around someone and you can't pinpoint what exactly happened, it's okay to trust your inner compass. It's okay to say to a friend, I don't think this relationship is working for anymore, or to a person in a train, either like look back and kind of like confront them so they stop doing it, or just go to another wagon. Whatever feels aligned with you, how to deal with it. But like, don't push away your inner truth if you don't feel good about something, because most people have a functioning inner compass of what's going on, even though we might not see it as a camera would like see it. Actually, a camera would probably pick up on signs. That's another thing, but it might not be so overt. It's still true, and I want you to feel safe in your everyday life. So when something is coming up that doesn't feel right, take it serious. Of course, most of us have some traumas that might be triggered and stuff. That's okay. You can work on that. But it doesn't take away that when something is touching us in a way that doesn't feel good, it's okay to act on that. It doesn't have to hurt that person, but it's important to keep yourself safe.